Hello everybody and welcome to Attila Total War. Today we're looking at a defence of London by the Western Roman Empire, who are facing two armies, one Jutes and one Danes, I believe. Yeah, June and Dane army, I believe. So yes, we are playing as the Romans here. We have quite a we don't have a large force, but the units we have are very elite. Let's take a look at our roster here. So we have some heavy spear infantry. We have 4 of these units, in fact. Yes, Cornuti Seniors, something like that. We also have 2 of these very heavy melee infantry. Yeah, these units are very hard to pronounce, so we won't do that. So we have 2 of those. So yeah, like I said, we've got some very strong units. So yeah, 2 of those, 4 of the spears. We also have 2 units of melee cavalry. Equites Promoti. Yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know how to pronounce those. We also have some large omnigars. Onagars, can't even say that, and we have our general back here. Quite a heavy general unit, but yes, that's that. And let's have a look. Where am I? Here I am at the enemy units. Oh no, sorry, missed these guys. Yeah, we've got some bow infantry on the wall here. That's nice. And the enemy has lots of these siege weapons, but they just kind of left them. They just decided to just go with the one. Because it's AI, oh well. So yeah, they've got a lot of units, but they're not necessarily that strong. I mean, they've got some heavy spears, heavy axe, and then look, see, they've got a lot of very light melee infantry here, filling up their ranks. Some medium melee infantry, and it's kind of just repeated really. There are some heavy units. It's like these, no, not like those. Like yeah, like these heavy axe infantry. So it's quite a medium army in terms of strength. I mean, quite a few of their units are very light, whereas quite a few are very heavy. So yeah, and we have 1,170 men, and they've got, well, they started with 2,760. We've taken out quite a few here. So let's hit play. So yeah, we've got our. Let's have a little browse, how to pronounce this. Onagars firing flaming shots into their ranks. We do take quite a lot out on their way in. And we also have some traps set up here, ready for them. So yeah, they're marching in now. And yeah, the bows are getting shots off onto them. And oh, just done a bit of a wheelie with that there. That was unique. Yeah, so they are taking a lot of casualties, as you can see. Yeah, they've lost over 100 men already, which is quite something. And right now, yeah, just preparing some defences here on the wall. So what we can do is we can speed this up because it's quite a long replay. Yeah, went on for quite a while, this battle. It was quite draining and it was quite challenging, let's say. But yeah, they're bringing their what's this called? Let's just call it a door basher. They're bringing their door basher in and we're getting some shots off. They're setting off some of our traps as well. But I think, are they going to walk into our traps here? It'd be quite nice if these guys would, because I want to see some effects. Let's have a little look. Oh, what were you on about? Oh, well, we killed like... We're killing a few. They're not too effective, these things, but you know. Oh well, yeah, they do mess up with this here. The battering ram, that's the word I was looking for before, I just realised. Yeah, they do mess up with that, because this unit is getting absolutely, well, it has been destroyed. And they kind of just leave it here, which kind of blocks their way in. Which was a bit of a mistake there on their behalf. But we do have, inside the city, we have a barricade with some heavy infantry on it waiting. And we've got a few lines of defence throughout the city. But as you'll see, I'll have to start moving some of these units forward, because we only have 1 unit defending the line here. So yeah, you can see, they just completely leave the battering ram. they pull back with their army and send 2 units in. So we can forward this part now. Because all they do here is they just continue to batter this door around, and they get in through melee. But they just batter it down with their hands instead of using this ram here, which was a bit silly, but you know. So yeah, we're still pounding in with our... I always forget how to pronounce this. Let's have a look. Onagars. We're still pounding in, and we've still got our bow infantry shooting down here at these units, which are trying to get in and are doing it quite well. So yeah, still pounding down some devastating shots. Yeah, we really do wreck their army. Look, they've lost. How many is that? They've lost about 400 men without even getting in the settlement. So yeah, we really do have the we've got quite a strong artillery advantage here, and we also have bowmen. They don't have any ranged units, but so yeah, so that does give us quite a large advantage. But they have set off all of our traps. There's a few, but they've set up most of them. And yeah, 41. So I don't actually know why I didn't use the battery ram, but that was a mistake because now I'm just getting more shots off at them. But I do believe all our Onagars have used their ammunition, and yes, you see, they have set fire to our... Well, no, we've set fire to our own settlement there. So that wasn't too positive, but yes, I've moved 2 heavy spear infantry and 1 heavy melee infantry around to the front of the gate, just waiting for these units to push through. And you'll see when they do eventually push through, it's quite devastating because they bring their entire army through. So yeah, just holding short back here, because at this point in the battle I'm assuming that we'll be able to hold quite strongly, but we do have to retreat quite a few times, and this battle is quite close towards the end now. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly jump cut until they break through the fence. Okay, and you can see now they have broke through the gate now, and they're approaching our line, and we're about to see our first combat, and in they go. Beautiful. Let's just take a bit of a screenshot of that there, that's quite nice. Brilliant. Yeah, and we're retreating now with our bowmen, and yeah, so they're holding quite strongly there because these units have been damaged quite severely, so they don't stand a chance. We've only lost 1 man there, but you see now they're just pouring in, absolutely pouring in with their army. Their entire army just pours in all at once now, which is quite devastating for us, really. Let's have a look at the count here. So yeah, we're on 1001. We've hardly lost any men. We're only just starting to lose men now. And look at the speed at which they've just lost. They were losing men there. Absolutely catastrophic. And yes, they destroyed our towers there. Oh, I didn't actually know that yous were firing in. They've just used all their ammunition there, I think. So yeah, pulled some units back now, so we've got a bit of a defensive line. So I'm just hoping that they're just going to grind down units, and over time, they're just going to be. We're just going to grind them down slowly over time. Let's have a little look at the combat here in slow motion. Beautiful. Yeah, so you can see they've just poured in their entire, literally their entire army into here. You've literally got, let's have a look, 1,660 men in this space here, which is devastating, and of course that is resulting in a slight drop of the frame rate there, but not to be moaned about too much. Let's just get a bit of a close up there. Let's have a look at the action. Yeah, beautiful. Lots going on. You can't really tell the difference between the colours there, but that is that. So yeah, and we have got some stationary how do you say it? Tessudos maybe? Set up there already for us. And yeah, so this unit now 95 men, so finally starting to fall there. And yeah, bow infantry has got caught up in the action there and is being severely bullied. So that's that. Yeah, and they are pushing through with a few men now. A few men are pushing through, and they're fighting the units in reserve here. So that's that, and oh, he's just killed a guy. I did see that there, and yeah, getting some cav through now. So this unit is starting to break a bit here. Units are pouring through the sides of that unit, so not too positive there. But we still do have a few units in reserve here. We still have 2 spear infantry units and 1 heavy melee infantry unit, and we still of course have another melee infantry unit here, and this unit here is still quite strong. So, you know, we still stand a chance. What I was trying to do at this point was just hold the gate, really. I was just trying to hold them for as long as possible so that the impact was lighter on the units I've got in reserve here, because I knew that it was obviously going to fall back here. And yes, here I am just moving my lines back a bit so they can get some shots off. Yeah, they're going to throw some stuff, are they? Are you going to throw some things? Maybe? No, apparently we're not going to throw anything there. Oh wait. Yeah, there we are. Throwing shit. Whatever they throw, whatever it is. We'll probably never know. Into the enemy units, which is probably taking out a few of our own units, but had to make that sacrifice there. Just had to really try and grind them down, and you can see, I mean, some of the units at the front are real. I mean, most of their units really are just being grinded down. They've really lost quite a lot of men here. The balance of power is slowly falling in our favour as well. Yeah, look, they're down to 15,000. We're down to 9,500. 15,000. Not 15,000, Adam. No, 1,500. Sorry, and we're down to about 900. So, yeah, and what I'm doing now is I'm charging in with this unit here, but they do get charged, and you'll see this unit here of heavy melee infantry get annihilated. They get absolutely annihilated. Look how fast they're dropping. It's this unit. I don't know what happened. They're literally look at the speed at which they're dropping. Holy shit! I looked away and I looked back, and literally this unit was running. Look how fast they're dropping. I don't understand how they drop so fast. They literally get this unit gets annihilated. Look at that. Within about 20 seconds, that unit's been absolutely destroyed. In a bit of a desperate attempt here, I do send in the bow infantry to try and hold them at bay. And yeah, we've moved some spear infantry around now, because that's where we make our next stand. And that's it. We've still got some in reserve here. But realistically now, we are just really having our arse handed to us. And you see the balance of power has shifted in their favour there. Yeah, the outnumber is 2-1 at this point, really. Almost. So, yeah, but we do have strong units. I mean, they've got some weak units, so we do stand a bit of a chance. Let's just get some close-up shots here. Yeah, so you see, I don't know what happened to that unit, but look at them. Look at the depth. That unit. Yeah, that unit just got absolutely annihilated. But look at the bodies. It's just absolutely chaotic. And yeah, so they are still just grinding down our units. Just going to speed this up a little bit here, because this is a very long battle, and you know we want it to go on a bit faster, because we've been going for 40 minutes already. Wow. So yeah, very long battle, but we are just slowly falling now. They've took out one of the bow units, and they are really just. Let's have a little look. Yeah, lots of death there. Lots of death. This guy's a bit confused. Oh, he's decided to fight now. These guys are just watching, really. Yeah, they have got some cav in there as well. So it's just a bit of a mess at the moment, really. Let's have a little look from this perspective. Oh, come on, frame rate, get yourself together. Yeah, retreating some units out now. Let's have a little look in there. Yeah, you see, it's yes, lots of death, lots and lots of death there. What we'll do is we'll just quickly pop ourselves into slow motion there. Right. So yeah, just grinding down our units now, really. Not much else to be said, really. Our lines here are eventually falling, and they're pushing through. So, yeah, oh, are these throwing in yet? Have they used their ammunition? They do get shots off into there, but I think it was before this point, yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, and I do bring down some heavy spears, and yeah, we're reforming our army a little bit here. Yeah, I believe, I thought that they'd go this way, and I hoped that they would go this way. But they didn't, at all. They just decided to go around, which was probably the logical decision, really. But what that does mean is that they're in range of this tower now, which we own, and yet we've formed a line here, so we're going to make our necks stand here. Here they are, charging in. Okay, not quite charging in. Yeah, and I bring the other spear infantry around there now to form another line, and yeah, in they go, taking shots from the cavalry there, who will prove very, very valuable later in the battle, as we'll see. So yeah, in they come. Literally their entire army is being brought in here at this point. They're just charging in with their whole army. But we do have two lines here. We've formed two lines, which is pleasant. And yeah, the heavy melee infantry comes around, and I kind of lose faith in this unit at the moment, because at this time, because after the last unit got destroyed there, I didn't really see them as a valuable unit, but they do prove themselves, and yeah, you can just see, absolutely devastating. These guys are just having a bit of a dance, really, which, you know, a bit early to be celebrating, but we'll see. So yeah, this still could be anyone's game. I mean, I still do have a line of defence. Yeah, we're on 530 firm, just say 500 men now, and they're on 1200, so they still outnumber us quite severely, but you know, their units are quite weak at the moment, and I still do have a few more lines. Well, I've got this line, which has 70 men left, this line, which has 120 men left, and this line, which also has 120 men left. And we do have two cav units, and our general, and of course the crew of the honor guards, which do come down later on in the battle. These are huge, I just realised, and yeah, the entire settlement, well, not the entire settlement, but this is now on fire completely. And yeah, we're just forming more lines now, just to try and just really trying to grind them down by forming as many lines as possible. I do believe that these form a... Yeah, they do, yeah. They also form a line there. So yeah, and they just advance, and they're just slowly grinding us down. But we can have a little look now. We can see we took out a lot of men. Like, a lot of men. Which was quite good. And also, they didn't have any artillery. So they do have a bit of a weakness there. Because they really could have destroyed quite a lot of our men before they even came in. But we did have that advantage. But of course, these Vikings have came all the way from the north, so they wouldn't be able to put all these artillery pieces onto ships. That was my reasoning behind that one. And yeah, brilliant. So yeah, just bringing some cav units now into position. Speed the battle up just a little bit. Brilliant. So yeah, again, they're just grinding down, and it does look like they've got this one. At this point I was panicking quite a bit, because you can see I'm on 400, they're on 1000. And this line here, yeah, 82. This line's still very strong here. But I didn't have much faith at this point, because I thought that this unit was quite poor after their attempt over there. Really don't know what happened over there. They just went down, literally like flies. They just fell. And yeah, I do bring the general down here, just for a bit of a morale boost at this point. And you see some of their units are routing at this point, which is nice. This guy's just having a bit of a stand up here. Don't quite know what's going on there. But yeah, this excuse me, this unit here, down to 40 men now. This unit will soon come into play, and they are actually coming into play a little bit here. You'll see some of them are involved in a bit of combat there now. So that's nice. Lots of blood, lots of death. Oh, these guys are having a bit of a go. Oh, he's changed his mind. Apparently he's changed his mind. Cool. So, yeah, what's going to happen here? Let's see if we can get some bit of an idea here. Are we going to get some sort of killing going on, or anyone want to kill anyone, or? Ah, yeah, there we are. Their entire army is now running into my last line of defence. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, doesn't look like it's in my favour at this point, really. But you know, still could win. I mean, we do have our cav units at the back here, which, you know, they could change the day for us, and we'll see them come into play in a bit of a different. Oh, right now actually, yeah, going in there for some cavalry charges. Let's have a little bit of a look at the action here. Yeah, so they do get some charges on the flanks there, but this was more of just a desperate act here by me. I really thought at this point I was going to lose, even though the balance of power is slowly going into my favour there. But yeah, so we're in there now, throwing everything we can. Throwing absolutely everything we can at this battle on the flank here. And yeah, getting some more cavalry charges there. This guy's a bit confused, but he's having a go. Look at the blood on the men, it's absolutely devastating. Really, really is devastating, really. We are getting some cabin there now, but at this point I really thought that the battle had been lost. I really did think that we'd lost the battle at this point. But we'll see. Still have our general back there, but realistically, that's it. Are the crew of the artillery still up there? Can't quite see them, but I do bring the artillery crew down to get involved. Let's have a little look and see if they are still up there. Are they down yet? Ah, you see here, yeah. Coming in to save the day. The artillery. Brilliant. So yeah, they are. Some of their units are running, but I mean, yeah, they've lost a few units here. But a few of them do rally. And yeah, the general is... Oh, I thought he was going in for a charge there. Never mind. Yeah, so... Yeah, and the cavalry was just pulling out and pushing back in, just to try and get some charges on. So it was quite desperate, really, because it's not usually something you do, you know, putting cavalry up against heavy spear infantry, but it had to be done. So yeah, you see some of their units are routing. We still do have some units back there in reserve. And yeah, there's the artillery crew going in there for a bit of a go. So we still do have, yeah, 42 men, 30. Yeah, so we're losing quite a lot of troops here. We still do have our general back there, which was quite nice indeed. Yeah, you can just see the absolute destruction. Oh, this guy's just... He's dead. Beautiful. He was an enemy, I think. Yep, so... Yeah, I just heard someone's fleeing. Who's fleeing there? Yeah, my line of melee infantry falls. And at this point, I've kind of accepted that we're going to lose. I kind of realised, okay, I've lost this battle. I'll send in my general. But... You know, the battle isn't actually lost yet. At this point in my head, we have lost the battle, but, you know, still could win this. Even though it doesn't look like I'm going to. Let's have a look at the count here. Yeah, we're on 132, they're on 247, so they still do outnumber us, but the battle has been completely turned. And you'll see the balance of power slowly in our favour as we get more experienced units. And yes, they are now starting to rout a bit. I'm getting some charges in there with our cavalry units, including our general. Our general is on the line. I didn't like putting him on the line, but he is. And yet, you see, they are rallying some units and sending them back in to the combat now. But right now, you know, I mean, I'm still panicking at this point because I'm realising that, you know, not quite won this yet. I mean, we are down to... I mean, general's unit's quite strong, but... You know, 15 out of 60, 36. This unit's about to rout, so you know, you don't know, and we're up against some, you know, 45, 41. So yeah, realistically, still could be their game if some of their units were to rally. But I think at this point, it's pretty clear that the battle's been won. And yeah, I think what we're doing now is we're just slowly mopping up some units here, just waiting for these to waver, and yeah, and then we're just going to go in here for their melee infantry in a bit of a final charge. Beautiful, yeah, and beautiful. And that is a victory. And yeah, so that's us won the battle there. So we're left with 37 men in that unit and 29 men in that unit. So realistically, that absolutely annihilating. And yeah, I am just moving my men away there, just so I can see this. Yeah, that's devastating, really. That is really, really just wow. Lots and lots of death there. So that's quite scary. But yeah, I mean, they still do have some stronger units. I mean, if all of these units were to rally, they could definitely beat me. But they're just routing now, running away from the settlement. And that's that, really. So what we will do is we'll have a quick look at the scores at the end of that battle. Yeah, so you see here 1,000. Yeah, so they did outnumber me heavily there, and we have 111 men remaining. They've still got quite a few remaining men. If they were to rally, then they could absolutely annihilate me. Let's have a look at some of the kills here. So which was our best unit? Yeah, I mean, this unit did kill 20, but this unit was quite strong for us. Spears did quite well. Yeah, this unit here of cavalry did quite well for us. They didn't do as well as I thought they would have done, actually, but oh well. And yeah, you see, that axe unit really annihilated us. But some of these units here, look at this. These units did ridiculous, really. Ridiculously poorly. They have got some strong units there, but yes, not too good on their behalf, but a close win. And yes, so that is it. The Romans have held out in London this time, only just, but yes, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.